Vicki Parnell, and I go to church here, and I love y'all. I'm thankful for my church family.
Yes.
And what I wanted to first start out with was some of the important days of my life. I've had many happy moments, many new beginnings. August 23rd, 1993, September 9th, 1996, and then October 3rd, 2010. All of them have some parts of happiness, some parts of sadness, and they're all very important. My son Cody was born on August 23rd, 1993. Jesse was born on September 9th, 1996. And on October 3rd, 2010, tragedy, heartache, devastation for all of us. Cody and Jesse went home to heaven, so that's the good part. That's the happy part, because they're in heaven and they're waiting. For us, it hurts, just hurts. I've had a lot of tragedy in my life. I broke my neck riding a horse. I had to wear a halo brace and body cast for 4 months. I had cancer. I had to have radiation, lost all this hair. Was not, not so good. But today, I could go on how God helped me through all of those too. But today, I want to talk about the boys, because we're coming up on Easter, and because of Easter, I know where I'm going.
Yes.
And because of what Jesus did for us. So I belong to the club that no parent should ever belong to. The dues are unbelievable. You have to lose a child. And I lost 2 that day. I got that call in the morning from one of their classmates, and they said, Vicki, I think something really awful's happened. You guys need to come down on Manning Road. Jay hit his knees immediately. We felt something was really bad, and we got in the car and we went, and you could see the fire department was already there, but there were no ambulances there. And we were running down the road, and I was screaming, where are the ambulances? Why aren't there any ambulances? And these were friends of ours. We're a small community there in Manning. And they were all looking at the ground, and they grabbed us as we tried to go through. And because the boys were still there. They were still, their bodies were still there. And he grabbed me and he said, Vicki, there's no need to call an ambulance. And as a mom, I was like, what? Your mind, your heart, how could this be? I can fix everything. I can fix everything. I'm mom, Cody get in trouble, the school would call me, I'd fix it, Jesse never got in trouble, he was an angel. But it was, the hardest thing in my life was realizing I can't fix everything. I had to let it go, because God had him now. And so, then comes the funeral at LMA, and Jay and I took all the football players and kids that were their friends to the middle of the football field, and we kneeled and we prayed there. We wanted to show the kids that this is not the end. This is where they're going. You will be there someday soon, and it's going to be in a blink of an eye, but we wanted to show them that this is the way we're going to handle it, our faith, that God has them. And so we knelt and we prayed with them. And the praise team came from here, and it was wonderful. And there were 2 butterflies. There were these 2 yellow butterflies that flew around all their pictures and would go around Jay and I's head. And there was probably 1,500 people there at the football field. And they were all, you could see these 2 yellow butterflies kind of letting us know, we're okay. We're okay. And then when Coach Herod and Jay and I, we let go 3 doves to fly. And everybody's breath was taken away as two of the doves went off in one direction and an eagle out of nowhere, never seen before, came, swooped around the two doves, and they all flew off together. And we lost sight of them. It was so moving that day, you know, and without the love of our community, the churches, the First Church of God, I don't know what we would have done. Y'all wrapped your arms around us. The school did too, and they helped us through it every day. And because of that, Jay and I got letters from churches all over the community that would say, we had a group of our teenagers come forward and accept Christ because of what happened that day. So, if you can say there's something good that happened because our boys aren't here any longer, that would be one of the things. You know, so Ron Bauer would come to my office at 8:30 after I got back to work every other morning or sometimes every morning, and he would talk to me and make sure I was okay. And one day he came up and he said, Vicki, I hear you're mad at God. I said, yes, I am. I mean, there's no reason to lie about it. I'm not happy right now. I'm really mad. And he said, Vicki, he expects you to be mad. Don't you know he had to watch his son die on a cross? He knows how you feel. He said, Vicki, God has big shoulders. All you got to do is lean on them. And I've been doing that ever since. That's what I do. Jay, come on. Oh, I want you to... I didn't mean to make you cry.
It's okay.
He's gonna. Jay wrote a song. It was not too long after the boys had died. I was missing him. And I finally saw him walking down the hall. I said, "Where have you been? Are you okay?" Because we always kind of checked on each other the first few years, but this was just a few months into it, and he said, God gave me a song. And I said, okay. And he gave it to him. He said it in 5 minutes, or probably longer than that. It seemed like 5 minutes. But he gave him a song, and it's called If Not For You. And I want Jay to play it for you today. And you want to play it too. And so we're going to do a couple songs, but I'm going to get him to do this one first. And it's about our faith. And he did this at church. I don't know if you remember or not, but he did this on the first Father's Day after the boys had died. I don't know how he did it.
You got some bottles in there?
I guess I'm going to hold the mic for you.
Image burned to my heart, a snapshot in my mind, precious cherished memories of another place and time. 3 crosses on a hillside, a dove flies to the sky, the sorrow of the moment, the mother cries out wide. It's too much to comprehend the day that it was done. Sacrifice the Father made to give His only Son, to strip us from our sins and pain, to bind us to His place, set us free so we can be forever in His grace. If not for you and all your graces, we would never ever see the smiling faces of If not for you, if not for you, if not for you. Father sweetly blessed us with His plan from up above, to deeply care for others and bear our hearts and share our love, knowing well that every soul must leave this earth someday. Now He knew that would break our hearts, so He showed us the way. If not for you and all your graces, we would never ever see those smiling faces of the ones we love, who are our own, and have left this broken world and made it home. Not for you, not for you, not for you. Oh, when I pass through those gates and raise my weary head and gaze upon the glory of the ones that I've called dead, joy of that reunion will take all my pain away, and I bow down to the Lamb of God, and softly I will say, if not for you and all your graces, I would not be here among these glorious faces, the ones I love, who are my own, and are with me now forever in my new home. If not for you, if not for you, not for you, Lord, if not for you, not for you. So glad I'm home.
Sorry about that phone too. And all the squeaking, I'm not sure what that's all about. Poor Jason's like, I don't know either. Oh my goodness. I always go to Corinthians, 2 Corinthians 5:7, for we walk by faith and not by sight. That's what we've got to do. You know, so also the other thing I wanted to touch on was John 3:16. For God so loved the world, He gave His only Son. And that's why.
You were mad, weren't you?
Yes.
You couldn't understand, but you...
But God knows. God has, you know, our plan is not God's plan. It's not. You know, He has a plan we don't always know or like. You know, it didn't suit my plan. I promise you. I didn't want our boys to go. You know, but like I said, I stand on the rock and on His word that I will be there one day.
It is our foundation.
That's right. And in John 14:2, in my Father's house there are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you, I go to prepare a place for you. And there we are. That promise, I stand on that. So that leads us up to the song that I wrote. So can you play for me?
You wrote a song?
I did.
Okay, Sonny and Sharon.
I know, right?
That song was beautiful, thank
Well, let's see if,
Jason, we're still working?
we're still working? Okay.
Also, I want to thank Seco Music because I got up really early this morning and I made it all the way to Sumter to work and realized I left my guitar at our house in Manning. So I ran by Seco's and he said, here, we'll take this one inside.
Yes, yes. I look at your picture and I lose my breath. I wonder where all the years have gone. I do my best to do my best till the day you see me coming home. 'Cause where you are is where I'll be. Until then I'll be right here in this land of make-believe. If I do this right, someday you'll see where you are is where I'll be. I keep searching for the answers. They won't matter once I'm there. But that don't mean my heart ain't broken. 'Cause life without you just ain't fair. 'Cause where you are is where I'll be. Until then I'll be right here in this land of make-believe. If I do this right, someday you'll see where you are is where I'll be. I miss you every day beyond compare. But I will leave that all behind when I get there. 'Cause where you are is where I'll be. There'll be no more staying here in this land of make-believe. 'Cause I did it right, and now you see where you are is where I'll be. 'Cause where you are is where I'll be. Thank y'all for letting me share with y'all today. We appreciate it. Thank you.